Contributor is the local paper serving Nashville's homeless and less fortunate population. Tonya Watts has become a huge advocate for them, even taking on the city council on their behalf. Tonya held a benefit concert to raise money for the paper at Nashville's 3rd and Lindsley, and Mindy was there to catch all the action.
The newspaper is very amazing, but first of all, it makes them feel special, and it makes them feel like they're a part of something, which when you're homeless, you feel like you're an outcast in society, and most people won't make eye contact with them, they won't talk to them, and it's probably a really, really lonely feeling. I mean, you really probably don't know unless you've been there, and so the paper allows a lot of them to feel like they're a part of something that means something, and some of them have been able to get off the street just by being involved with this newspaper, so it's beautiful. I mean, and not only that, they have a chance to write, and some of their poetry is published in the newspaper, and then they can get on the street and sell it and make money, and it's not a lot of money, but it's enough money, and it's better than walking up saying, hey, give me $1. At least they're giving something to the people, a paper, and it's really educational for everybody.
Just west of the Rhine, beneath the new high rises.
Our homeless vendors or whatnot are not going to necessarily get off the street selling a paper $1 at a time. They can, and I would say that Ray is an example. Ray is one of our editors. He is formerly homeless, and he just got off the street about a week ago.
16 days.
16 days, all right. And Ray Postillon, you hail from Miami, Florida, and how long have you been in Nashville?
7 years.
So how did you get involved with the paper?
A friend who's no longer with the paper told me about the meetings before it had really started, and just sounded good. And I always been looking for an outlet for my cartoons and
Cumberland Angels, down by the river.
It's a culture that works across the world. I was recently in the United Kingdom, and the big issue in London is a huge street newspaper. So it's a proven theory, and it's a proven way of gaining an income for these people.
Just being part of this event, which is an event for benefiting the Contributor, which is a newspaper for the homeless, really just hit me home. Because first of all, growing up in Nigeria, I got to see a big disparity between the rich and the poor, and coming into this country, having this this conception that America was the land of opportunity, the land of wealth and fortune, and going around and actually seeing that there's lots of homelessness and there's a lot of homeless people in this country really hit me and made me realize how grateful I am to be alive.
Now, how did it feel when you were invited to be involved in this event tonight?
Pretty good. I mean, to be considered. I mean, here recently, I think the band has been kind of accepted, so to speak, in Nashville. We're up here a lot, and a lot of people are wanting us to play. We've made a lot of friends, and I think we're just grateful to be part of the group, so to speak. And Tonya Watts was putting this thing on, and we're good friends with her. She's from Alabama, and it just came together.
And how did your interest in the homeless begin?
I was staying downtown about 3 or 4 years ago, and I met a bunch of homeless people. And I met this one crazy homeless guy named Booger Love. And it was really his name. He had papers to show his name was Booger Love. And he took me around the streets, and for about 2 weeks I walked around, and I learned so much. My life has really never been the same. And I just made a promise to him and to myself that I was going to do something about it to help these people. And like I said, that was 3 or 4 years ago. And then I wrote the song Cumberland Angels like 3 years later, and it's just taken on a life of its own. I mean, I do an ongoing sock drive where we go downtown and pass out socks all the time, because I've learned that it's really hard for them to keep their feet healthy. Their feet are their only way for transportation. So when you're passing out socks, it is so amazing. And last year I did a coat drive. I couldn't give the coats away because they would say that people would steal them at the mission. And so a lot of the women wouldn't even take coats because it would just cause them trouble. But with the socks, they love them. So I'm always downtown passing out socks and stuff like that. And I ended up naming my thing Be Love for the Homeless, which is like for Booger Love, who I've not been able to find since. And that was like 3 or 4 years ago.
Maybe I'm just one paycheck away from
people find out if there is a street magazine in their town?
You can go to the Street Newspaper Association, NASNA, at nasna.org.
Or you could go to my music page, Tonya Watts Music, myspace.com/forward Tonya Watts Music, and contact me, and I can put people in touch. And they can also make donations to the contributor through PayPal from their MySpace page.
Tonya has taken the local homeless in as her own family. After many wintertime shows, she can be found distributing socks and other clothes to help keep them warm. She even wrote a song about them, Cumberland Angels. A great job she's doing downtown, so thank you. We still have lots more ahead, including a visit with the Eli Young Band, so don't go away.
Hey, we're the Eli Young Band, and you're watching Inside Music Row.